After being delayed, 6 months, Watch Dogs is finally upon us. Hello, everyone. I'm Andrew Reiner, and this is Game Informer's show Test Chamber. I got Jeff Marcchiafava here.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
Good.
And you're playing the game for us, and you did the review.
I did.
You're living in the future. You already completed the game, and this is we're taking a look at some of the open world elements and some side missions. We won't be showing any story missions here.
Nope.
For the sake of spoilers. And tell me about this, Fava. Where are you?
I am in Chicago somewhere.
Looks like you're in the loop.
Tell me. Where
you're kind of in the loop area, I think.
I totally am. Oh, man. Is that how realistic this city looks?
Kinda, yeah.
Have you seen that building before in Chicago?
Maybe. I don't know.
What
Possibly.
About that one? Have you seen
yeah,
that
I've seen that
ramp?
parking garage, yeah.
Okay.
The most generic thing.
Cool. Yep.
But what did you end up thinking about this?
It gets off to a slow start, but I really ended up liking it. I think the...
Define slow.
Well, one of the problems with the game, I think the cars are actually a little looser. They're a little bit boaty. But the larger problem is you're always being chased by other cars in missions, either police or bad guys, and you have to unlock all of the hacking things. Like you can see those little icons showing up that you can hack at any time. But before you unlock them, you don't really have a way to take down enemy cars.
So you're just driving to get away.
Yeah. So like, if you unlock the traffic lights one, but you're not passing through any intersections, then you can't do it. You may go past like the blockers, but if you haven't unlocked that, you can't use those or anything. Or if you go on the highway, there aren't any traffic lights or blockers or anything else to help you take down enemies.
How's the police AI? Is it pretty aggressive?
Yeah. The driving is aggressive, and as you can see when I'm like running into things here, the physics, there's not a lot of weight to objects and stuff, and you don't really slow down when you hit something. So if you ram a car into oncoming traffic, they'll just like blast right through that car and be right back on your tail again.
And I should point out we're playing it on PS4.
Yes.
We haven't had a chance to take a look at the PS3 or 360 version
No,
yet, correct?
Not yet.
And tell me a little bit, obviously we're not going to look at the story, but how's the narrative? Obviously it has a unique premise with the hacking and everything being controlled by one system in Chicago. All the functions of the city are on one network.
Yep.
How does that all pay off?
Not super great.
You're killing me, Fava, really?
I never really got into the story. I don't think... the characters are super interesting. Some of them are, just ridiculous, and a lot of the tone is very inconsistent. They'll try and do really serious things, and then you'll walk down the street, and there will be someone, talking about having diarrhea or some dumb thing, and it kind of.
Well, you're selling me with that particular example.
Well, yeah, the diarrhea ones are good. But yeah, the story doesn't pay off, but the campaign missions are actually a lot of fun, and they provide a lot of variety and stuff. So. The gameplay is what counts at the end of the day, and it delivers on that.
In the open world, is there a lot of variety there?
Yeah, and the hacking elements actually really work well. The side missions are cool, and the combat, which we should hop into, is good too. And as you can see, it is a really big open world. And then there's...
Baseball stadium.
More stuff down there. Yes, there is a baseball stadium.
Is that Wrigley Field?
I don't know. Should we go investigate?
Yeah, is there, it's piqued my interest, but it looks like there's a lot of side missions over here. Those are the blue things, right?
Yep. And those pop up all the time. And then purple ones are online missions as well.
It's kind of a cool way of doing fast travel.
Yeah. And then you also have some cool unlocking stuff. You'll unlock a bunch of items in cars, and at any time you can just pull up your little phone here and go to the cars on demand and just pick anything. Once you unlock it, you can recall it at any point.
You're all set.
Where do they go then?
Just someplace nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, he says that he delivered it, but he's a liar. That thing just spawned right there. So let's go.
First, take a look at that stadium. Yeah, what is that? See if you can get in there. Yeah, there's a computer in there, it says.
No, excuse me.
How do the bikes control?
The bikes are better. They're a lot tighter. But don't take my driving for it.
Oh, I like that draw distance. That looks cool.
Yeah. It is. It's not quite as visually impressive as, the early demos that we saw. at E3 and other places, but it's still a good-looking game.
May Stadium?
Stadium.
Get the hell out of here.
Does that actually exist in Chicago? Or is
No,
that,
get out of here.
that's just a big fake stadium.
Yeah, it's trying to be Wrigley Field, but it's not.
All right, well, let's go take over a gang hideout, because that'll show us some of the combat, which is cool.
All right. Oh!
Well, okay.
What does the magazine vendor do for you?
I think he just sells drinks, yeah, and energy.
Whoa! Look right there. There's
Should
a
I hack
rabbit.
it?
Back if you change your mind.
There we go.
Awesome. Is that like a collectible or anything like that?
No, just a little Easter egg. One of the many things you can hack. And also, we should say that there are cameras all over the place like this, so you can hop into a camera and tag enemies, which we'll do here in a second, once we start this gang hideout mission.
Okay, so what do you do in the gang hideout?
Bangers like to pick on easy targets, then brag about it. It's some big accomplishment.
Oh,
I'm gonna make
bad
sure this
words.
asshole
Jason's
wears
going to have
bruises
to
for
blur
a
that
while.
out. Yeah, so the idea here is there is kind of a gang boss in wherever in the area that's highlighted, and you have to knock him down, but you can't kill him. So you have to get close enough to kind of take him out. All of his henchmen, you can just shoot as many times as you want to.
Okay.
So we'll run here.
It definitely looks nice.
Yeah, and so the red area, is a restricted area, very much like Assassin's Creed or any other game. So you don't want them to see you. And you can use your little hacking ability like this. So they're probably up in there.
So as soon as you pull out your phone, what are the controls like here? You pull out your phone and it shows you targets that you can interact with?
Yeah, they'll automatically highlight, and you always just use square to select them. So I can climb up onto this lift, and then I can use...
You could just hit the
square
button.
I suppose, yeah, that would have been easier. I mean, it is literally right in front of me. Oop. And then you can see they have those little exclamation points that tells you whether they can see you or not. But then most bad guys also have like opportunities like this guy says distract, and so if you press the button on him, you'll send him a little message, and he'll be like, hey, what's that message? And he won't see me running up and punching him right in the face.
Okay.
And so the cover system works well. You can go into cover like this, and if you put the reticle over any other place, it will say cover, then you just press the button and he'll automatically run there.
Can you do like blind fire?
No blind fire. But you want to be accurate anyway.
Whoa.
Whoops. Oh, so this guy's cool.
So the
too.
AI isn't the best.
Well, there's always like a little delay as like the reaction meter fills up. But so this guy has some kind of bomb on him, and so if I select him,
What?
you can remotely set it off. And now he's dead. But that's probably gonna
So it's in your best interest to do a lot of kind of reconnaissance, scan
absolutely.
around.
So like I can hop over to this camera, which is actually outside.
So you need a line of sight for that guy, even though it is kind of showing you him.
Yeah, so since I put it over him before, he's tagged, and now his outline
okay.
will always show up here. This guy also has bomb. You shouldn't carry bombs with Wi-Fi on it. Sometimes they'll actually be able to take it off and they'll throw it away, and it won't explode them. But
Okay, that guy's in cover. He knows something's up.
so I'll just uh-oh. But guess who can slow down time too?
You can't do that with a phone. So they just gotta give you that.
And I
What?
shot the guy that I wasn't supposed to.
Wait, I thought you were just taking out all those gang guys.
Yeah, but one of them was the boss, and I was just supposed to knock him down instead of shooting him.
Oh, okay.
But that gives you an idea, and now we can go do something else. Like throw that guy out of his stupid car and take it.
I'm just kind of looking at your mini map there. Is that a dice?
That is a UPC code. And so for those, we can just watch a little video here. You'll find like, the UPC code somewhere in the environment, and you have to kind of make them line up based on where your perspective is. So from that camera, you couldn't see it, but if he goes over to that camera and then he looks over there and zooms in, it looks like a UPC code.
Gotcha.
So it's just a interesting little puzzle.
And looks like there's a subway you could take. We're heading toward a bar. You're just a bad driver, dude.
A little bit. Well, these cars. I mean, this is an older car, so... Except for some reason, all cars can still be hacked with your phone. I don't know. Should I blow up the steam pipe?
Sure. Whoa. What's the purpose of that? Just for
So-
stopping police officers?
Yeah,
Stuff like that?
if people were following you, that will blow up their cars.
That looks pretty cool.
All right, should we try another mission here?
Yeah.
Let's see what other ones there are.
And if you're running over civilians, does that alert the police, or is it pretty forgiving in that regard?
Yeah, it will, and you can see up in the right-hand corner it says civilian injured, and so that also damages my reputation, which is not great. But I can quit the mission. It still thinks that I was trying to find that dumb
This will be
gang
interesting
leader.
to see where it puts you.
There aren't a lot of load times. If you quit a mission like this, then it has to come up. But otherwise, it does that kind of fast travel thing. That's kind of like GTA 5, where it just hops out.
So the story isn't great, the characters aren't great, but the gameplay is what
Yeah.
kind of sold you on it.
Yep.
Then.
And the combat's super tight. And eventually, once I got used to the driving and unlocked a bunch of the hacking abilities.
Now, you mentioned
that
that
was fun,
the story missions have a lot of variety. Can you just, without spoiling it, obviously, give us some examples of how great that variety is?
Yeah, so like one example is there is a human trafficking ring that you're kind of investigating as you go on, and you have to kind of impersonate one person. So there's a mission where you find this person, take him out, and steal his identity, and then you have to show up as him. I just stole that lady's money, but whatever. And so you kind of go in and try and infiltrate it, and that plan may or may not go well.
Okay, so as you're looking at these people, it says income 46,000. Is
Yeah.
that how much they have in their bank account, or is that how much they make a year?
That's how much they make a year.
Okay, so her bank account said 1,700 then.
Yeah, that's how much I stole from her by hacking.
Gotcha.
So when the blue people show up, like you can hack her. If it's blue, then that means that they'll have money, or it will unlock a car if you hack them, or unlock music and stuff like that.
Just little bonuses you get then.
Yep.
That guy's from the news.
And what purpose does currency have for you? Seems like you just need a phone.
Yeah, you can buy cars. Wait, hold on.
Operator, you're on a
This guy's
secure line.
calling the
Go ahead.
cops on me. But if you aim your gun at them, then they stop calling. Because that's-
Seriously?
Yep, that's how the world works. But yeah, so like, whoops. If I pull up my phone here, so like the different cars, I've unlocked some of these, but other ones you have to pay to initially
Gotcha.
unlock, and then wait, actually, I should buy that muscle car. That looks pretty cool.
I bet that controls really well.
Yeah,
As
I'm sure that
Your
won't
wheels
cause
are ready
any
waiting for
problems. Oh, and look, he dropped it off right in front of me.
You were looking at your phone, man.
Yep.
You're distracted.
Wasn't paying attention.
I like the reactions of people when you get close to them.
So let's see. Should we try and do an actual driving mission so that we
Yes.
can see some of that? I'll just hop into this fast travel.
And are there any hidden collectibles in the world?
Yeah, there are some collectibles.
They show up on the map at all?
Yep. And usually those are also tied to some kind of other mission, like the aforementioned human trafficking ring. You kind of go through the main campaign missions, and then that becomes a side mission where you can investigate those and help out some people.
So they make it fairly easy if you want to take the time to get 100%. Like you're not going to be just aimlessly wandering. You'll know where to go.
Yep,
Okay,
everything
great.
will end up showing up on your HUD. You kind of hack these radio towers that kind of work like the towers in Assassin's Creed, where it will kind of fill out the rest of the world, and then all the side missions will pop up. So let's go check this out. The on-foot controls actually work.
What does
really
that do
well.
for you? Burst.
So if you're standing next to it, or if an enemy is standing next to it, it'll blast water on them.
Gotcha.
And distract them. Probably shouldn't do it to yourself, but
Delivery job. I can do that. Clean plates and no damage.
What?
I'll hit the back alleys and shortcuts.
So you can't run into anything then, huh?
well, we'll see.
You've already got one failed mission on this test chamber.
I did, yes.
We got to complete something.
Oh, that guy visits nudist colonies.
How's the soundtrack?
I don't care much for the licensed music. It's a kind of a mishmash, and they don't really split it up into like radio stations like, you know, GTA does, where you have kind of this cultivated list. It's just kind of a random mix. But this kind of in-game music works well.
You guys can't see this, but when Fava talks, he takes his hand off the controller and does hand motions.
Yeah,
You're
and
really
that
freaking
does
me out.
not help. All right, ready. Looks like I might just be driving this car for this mission.
And I just saw a hack icon appear on a road sign.
Yeah, that will put up just funny messages on the billboard, and I don't know why that's supposed to be helpful. But
He's a prankster.
yep.
He's got a sense of humor.
Yeah, so the cars are a little harder to control. You know, GTA series has gotten progressively tighter controls until I think GTA 5 was pretty much just like Midnight Club racing.
I love the controls
Yeah.
in GTA 5.
All right.
And
Yeah,
overshot it a little bit.
And the horn is on the left analog stick, as you might notice, because I keep accidentally pressing it. Oh, another one. What kind of job is this?
Is this his sprint speed?
Yeah, it is a little slow,
Yeah, he's
And-
got bricks in his pants.
and it can
Get
be
moving.
It can be annoying when you have to follow someone and they're running, because you pretty much run at the same speed. Oh, this one's a little looser.
Yeah, you can kind of see that when you're doing that quick turn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as weighty as you usually would see in a racing game.
Uh-oh. Open.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Well, that's pretty
Open.
cool.
Oh.
Oh, did you have to manually do that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's another type of hack. And those kind of garages are actually really... Oh, I did that. I was trying to get the bridge.
Fava, why are you doing
Jump the
that?
gum. Because it's exciting. Going off jumps. Yeah, but those garages are actually nice when you're getting followed, because you can just pull off and close the door behind you, and no one is the wiser.
That's pretty cool.
There we go. That car's in pretty good shape, right?
Yeah,
Ah.
you should get some good money for that.
Whatever. Yeah, and so then they have leaderboards for, you know, all your friends. And
Oh, yeah, there's some multiplayer as well.
yes.
What's going on with that? Obviously, the first time we saw it at E3, 2-3 years ago? I don't remember how long ago it was. 2 years ago? They teased that you could have people just in your world, right?
Yeah. There are some traditional modes and like a free roam multiplayer mode, but the really cool ones are when people come into your game and hack your data, or you go into someone else's game. Let's see what this lady wants.
And why is that cool?
It kind of has a Dark Souls vibe to it, and when you're doing it, you'll get a message that someone has come into your game, and then you have to kind of find them, and they can actually harm you. This guy's good. Oh, I scared off.
0%, dude. No, he's that bad!
Well, I mean, he still was a criminal. Oh, maybe he wasn't.
It
That's
said
a homicide.
0%.
Okay, well, we'll let the cops come so that we can get into some actual action here. But yeah, so if someone hacks your game, they can't actually hurt you. They just have to steal your data. And
What
so-
are they taking from you?
important phone data, your contact list, or
What does that have to do with the game, though?
MP3s. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense.
But so you got to find
so
them.
then, yeah, you have to actually find them, and so and they show up just as a random NPC, and so you're looking for someone who's acting suspicious, like driving cars into random things.
So they'll just be like following you for however long they want.
Mm-hmm.
Until they get all your data.
Yeah, there's like a certain time limit, and they show up as there's a radius on your screen. Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, that's cool.
Guy.
I like the little replay cam.
Let's see what this guy. No, this doesn't look good. Okay. Oh, here comes another one. Getting the timing. That hit him? I don't think that hit him. Alright, well.
Oof. Alright, Fava, now you're a bad guy.
Now I'm a bad guy, definitely.
And what happens, I see at the bottom there's a little meter with the police icon. It's at like 2 alert, and it goes up to 5.
Yeah. That's basically like the GTA kind of style where the higher it goes, the more trouble you're in.
And what kind of trouble do they send your way?
They send armored cars. I think there's a helicopter up there now somewhere.
And what can you do with your phone? Oh, boy.
Yep. So I disrupted it. It won't actually blow up or anything. It will eventually come back.
It's just in distress.
Oh, but I can rescue this lady, and that actually counts in my favor. Oh, but I got shot.
And what's the penalty for death?
Nothing.
They just respawn
nothing.
you?
Yeah.
No hit in cash, anything like that?
I don't think so, no. And you keep all your weapons and stuff, so...
All right, well, let's end on this note. Fava, what did you end up giving the game for us?
I gave it an 8.5. Like I said, the racing or the driving elements aren't quite as tight as I'd like, and the story didn't really go anywhere. And there's some, caveats to the gameplay, but by and large, it's a big, fun, open world that you can explore. The hacking elements work really well. And I ended up having a lot of fun with it.
And the game's out now. It's from Ubisoft Montreal, published by Ubisoft, obviously, and it's on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, 360, PS3, and PC.
Yep.
And there's a Wii U version coming later, correct?
Is that still on? I don't even know.
I believe so. I thought it was just delayed, but
okay.
I could be wrong on that. But thank you, Fava, for showing us this,
Yep.
and we'll see you next time on Test Chamber, everyone.